So hello guys, welcome back to my new video. And today I'm going to review my new Honda Amaze 2021 facelift, and this was launched on 18th August, so I got it on 7th September 2021. So you can see. So let's go and check out the engine bay first. Okay, so this is what the engine bay looks like. So this is the naturally aspirated 1.2 liter petrol engine iVTEC, which produces around 90 bhp and 110 newton meters of torque. So there are no hydraulic struts and the bonnet is quite heavy. So first off, let's start with the changes which we have got in the facelift. So first one is the projector LED lights. They have even given a projector fog light with a chrome accent over here, and they have even changed the grille, which was first single piece chrome stripe with honeycomb design. Now they have made it to 3 slats. So this is the Honda logo, and even here we used to get a honeycomb design, so now they have changed it all. So this is what the front looks, and this is the only change we get in the front side. So because of the changes, the car looks more furious right now. And the second change we have got is the diamond cut alloys, which we get only in the VX trim, which is the top of the line, with a 15-inch tires. So you can see the tire size 175/65 R15. So this looks quite nice. Even now we have a chrome handles with a request sensor, which we get only in the top end VX trim. So this is how the car looks from the side. So we get a automatic headlights but no automatic wipers. So at the top we just get a shark fin antenna, which is same across all the variants. We get even the mud flaps as standard in the VX trim, as you can see. So this is the fuel lid opener. You need to open it from the inside. I'll let you know from where. And coming to the back, now there are very less changes done at the back. Like now they have given a LED stop lights, only the stop lights, and the indicator and the reverse light are halogen. You can see the Amaze badging here, Honda logo, and they have added a chrome stripe over here, which looks quite nice and makes the rear look quite good now. So this is the VX trim badge and the iVTEC badge, and this is the exhaust tip, you can see. So we get a rear parking sensors with rear parking cameras. So we even have a request sensor for the boot. So you can see it is here. You need to press this and the boots unlock. Boot opens quite wide, but the loading lip is quite high, so you need to use your 2 hands as always. So it will be little bit of a task for you to shift your luggage in here. So this is what the trunk looks. It's a 420 liter area, and we even get a boot lamp. So this is the body cover of the car, which we need to purchase, and this they give as standard the emergency thing. So if we open this up, we get a spare tire, which is 14 inches and not a alloy. So if you go for the lower trims, you get a 14-inch tires and standard for all the wheels, so it will be an equal match for you. So if you buy the top end, you get 1 inch smaller spare wheel, so you cannot drive for long using the spare wheel. So this has a 170 mm ground clearance, which is quite good, but the suspension is a bit soft, so you need to be careful in those heavy and big speed breakers, so if you have a lot of load. So let's open the back door, and the door quality is very good. The door is very heavy. So this is how the door opens, and we have a dual tone finishing here, you can see. These are the power window controls and space area. You can even fit a 1 liter bottle over here very easily. You can keep your stuffs here. And these are the scuff plates, which are black, and you can see the interior. So I've changed the seat covers, so you get a fabric upholstery in all of the variants. So this is how the rear looks. There's ISOFIX child mount seat, and the floorboard is quite low, so the third passenger would not be uncomfortable sitting over here. So we get an armrest over here, which is inside this one. So because I have changed the seat covers, it has gone inside. We can open the zip and we can access the handrest. And this is an accessory option, so this costs around, I don't remember, but you can ask in the showroom. So you don't get this one, you get a Bolter holder here over here naturally, and this is a 12-volt charging socket, and the legroom is quite good. The under thigh support is adequate, and you can see my leg goes all the way inside, so the passenger can sit easily at the rear. So this is how the headroom looks, and it's quite adequate, and we don't have adjustable headrest for the back, as you can see, so that might have been given at this price point, but even though it's not given, this is quite comfortable to sit. And this is how the front looks. So let's hop in the front now. So starting from the front door, so you can see the door handles are in chrome, and you have a keyhole here, and you have the request sensor. If you press this, the car locks, and to open the car you just need to put your hand over here and the car unlocks. I'll show you that in a bit. So these are the keys of the car. So actually I've kept in cover, so this looks quite good. So if you want to know from where I bought this cover, so you can check the link in the description and you can buy it too. So you can lock the car from here. You press this and a beep sounds comes and the car locks. So if you want to open it, you just need to keep your hand here, and when you unlock it, the beep comes 2 times, so you know that the car is unlocked. Let's get inside. So these are the functions at the driver's side door. The 4 power window controls and automatic up and down system for the power window only for the driver's side, and this is to lock the rear window for the child safety. This is the lock and unlock button. These are the control for your ORVMs, and there's some space as the same as the rear, and you can easily fit a 1 liter bottle over here. You have a speaker space, and you have a lid to open your fuel tank lid, and the bonnet. And over here you have 3 dummy buttons with a headlight leveler. So these are the controls for the ORVM. So when the ignition is on, if you press this, the ORVMs fold automatically, and the ORVMs are even controlled automatically and can be adjusted automatically. So this is what the interior looks like. No automatic IRVM, so you need to adjust manually. This is the reading light, and this was not there before. They have added it now in the facelift, so that's good. And we have a sun shade, sun visor, whatever you call it. So there's no vanity mirror for the driver. but there is a vanity mirror for the co-passenger. First let me turn on the vehicle and show it to you. So we have an engine start stop button over here. You need to press the clutch and just tap it once till the car starts. Do not leave the clutch. The car starts and does a full swipe up. That looks quite cool. So these are the interiors. So now let's get to the speedometer. Okay, so let's get to the speedometer, and you can see there's an digital MID, and the speedometer is same as the old one. For adjusting the MID, you need to press this button. So you can see there's a trip A, trip B, a clock adjuster, and odometer. So now the car is driven only 330 kilometers. There's a fuel gauge, and it shows the real-time mileage of the car while you drive it, and it also has outside temperature monitor. So you can even browse to the range of the petrol or diesel. So you can see the range is shown here. It's having a 35-liter fuel capacity, and you can even see the average kmpl which you are driving, and it depends on how you drive. So now I'm getting 13.1 in the city. So for the trip A and trip B, you have two different average meters. So you can browse it, and whenever you want to calculate it, you can do it. So telltale lights everywhere. You can even adjust the lighting of the speedometer while rotating this. These are the AC vents. The dash looks quite good, and the fit and finish is absolutely fantastic in this price range, and this is the best interior quality I have seen in this price range compared to the Dzire. This is quite good. You get a new silver accents over here, and in the door handles, before we used to get a piano black finish. So these are not soft plastic, these all are hard plastics. So that does not matter, because in this price range no car gives soft touch quality. So this is what the steering wheel looks like. I have applied a steering cover. So you get a cruise control option over here. So if you press the cruise, as you can see, the cruise control is on now. If I press it, it closes, it turns off, and it turns on again by pressing this one. And you can set it over here above the speed of 30 kilometers. You can set it, and these are the controls for your music system to change your music and all, and to control your mobile calls, and you even have a voice assistant. So this comes with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay now, but through wires you need to connect it. And if you keep pressing this for a long time, if you press and hold this, if you are connected to Android Auto, the Google Assistant turns up if you long press this one, and for Apple CarPlay, Siri. So this even works normally, so you need to press it once.
Please say a command.
So you can choose it from source, radio, and phone call. So these are the three commands which it reads. So if I tell phone call,
say phone function to operate.
so actually these are the things which we can say, and they show it here. So except these, nothing works. So you just need to tell all these commands, but it's quite easy. You can call whenever you want, whomever you want, if your mobile is connected. So that's quite cool feature. So these are the automatic AC controls. So you can see front and rear defogger modes. So this is the max cool if you want instant cooling. This is to on and off your fan. This is for the automatic climate control, and this is to turn on and off your AC. So from here you can adjust the temperature whatever you want. So now let's talk about the display. So there's a cover over here which you need to remove. I have not removed it yet. So this supports Bluetooth, Android Auto, Apple CarPlay through wire, and this even supports an aux and USB. So this is the touchscreen unit. So you have the photo viewer. If you have any photo or the video in your USB, you can play it through the USB. And this is the phone setting, this is the radio, Bluetooth audio, and you can select your audio from here, iPod, Bluetooth, and these are the settings for the equalizer, fader and all. So we have a camera setting over here, so you can see these are the settings. So this is for the contrast and all, brightness, nothing much. And the parking guides, so this does not have adaptive guidelines. Let me show you. Okay, so this is the rear view camera. It's a bit hazy because of the film. So this one has 3 parking modes, 3 camera modes you can say. The wide one, so you can see it's quite wide, and the normal and the top view. So this was not there before in the previous non-facelifted model. Now they have added it, so that's quite good. So this is the hazard light switch. So talking about the storage spaces, so you have a space over here, you can fit your phone. You have 2 cup holders and 12 volt charging socket, 2 USB slots. This one is for the Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. This is for the normal one. This is the gear lever, and they have added chrome accents over here, and now we have a leather cloth inside. We even have a storage space over here, so you can keep your stuff. So quite lot of storage spaces. And this is the parking brake, and this is the armrest which I told you about before. So this is an option, so you even have deep storage area over here, so this increases, and this is even adjustable. You can move it front and backwards. This is quite good. So these are the seats with adjustable headrests. I have changed the seat covers as I told before. So the seating posture is quite good. You even have height adjustments for the seat manually, only for the driver side. So let me show you that one. So this is over here, you can see you need to do it up and down in case you want to increase or decrease your height simultaneously. So this to open your boot. So guys, this is for the video today, and I hope you liked it. Do subscribe my channel and do like the video, and if you have any queries regarding the car or any other queries, so you can let me know in the comment sections, and I'm always free to advise you. So thank you for watching the video till here. Until then, goodbye.